Welcome back. In lesson 4, we're going to talk about past tenses. We're going to talk about the past simple, past continuous, present perfect simple and continuous, past perfect simple and past perfect continuous. Now, the past simple we use to talk about things that happen in the past. The simple past tense is usually made by adding ed to the verb, especially in regular verbs. We walked to school every day. We walked to school every day. If a verb ends in e, just add the letter d to make the simple past tense. We closed all the windows. We lived in a beautiful house in Spain. She smiled when I arrived. If a verb ends in y, change the y to I before adding ed. For example, I carried my mom's shopping bag. We hurried to the station to catch the train. Peter tried to help me with my report. With some short verbs that end in a consonant, you must double the consonant before adding ed. For example, they stopped at the traffic lights. We add another p and the ed. Now, let's take a look at some irregular verbs, and let's practice the very usual verbs. I'll give you 4 seconds so you can think of the answer and give the answer. She is at home. She was at home. They are happy. They were happy. He has a headache. He had a headache. He can drive. Very good. He could drive. They go to my office. Yes, they went to my office. They eat frogs. They ate frogs. We drink beer. We drank beer. You buy some cheese. You bought some cheese. She knows my parents. She knew my parents. He sees his friends. He saw his friends. She gets her money. That's right. She got her money. They write letters in Chinese. They wrote letters in Chinese. Very good. We make mistakes. Yes, we made mistakes. We leave London. We left London. They speak Italian. They spoke Italian. The simple past tense of other irregular verbs does not change at all. Verbs like cost, cost, cut, cut, hit, hit, hurt, hurt, let, let, put, put, read, read. The past continuous, or progressive, is used for an activity that was ongoing at a certain point in the past. We form it as such: was and were plus present participle. They were playing very well last year. The past continuous is also used to indicate an ongoing situation that was interrupted by a single past action. I'll give you an example. The audience was enjoying the concert when the police arrived. The concert was ongoing, and the police arriving, when the police arrived, it interrupted that ongoing action. Another example can be, I was watching television when the phone rang. The phone ringing interrupts my watching the television. The present perfect tense. The present perfect tense is used when an action or situation in the present is linked to the past. It is often used to show actions that have happened up to the present, but aren't completed yet. The present perfect tense is formed by have or has plus past participle. For example, we can go out now. My car has been repaired. I have lost my key, which means I can't open the door at the moment. I have worked in the city for 5 years. Paul has been in hospital since Monday. I'm not hungry now. I have already eaten. The present perfect should not be linked to a specific time. For example, we don't use the words like yesterday. I have gone to that restaurant yesterday. We just say, I've gone to that restaurant, or I have been to that restaurant. We use it more with a duration of time, such as recently or before. For example, we say, have you heard anything from your sister recently? Or, I haven't driven a car like this before. You might have noticed that in some cases, especially with American English, present perfect and present simple are sometimes interchanged. We often can use the present simple instead of the present perfect. I never went to that cafe. I never saw that film. The present perfect continuous or progressive is often used to emphasize the action of the sentence as opposed to the result. The activity has recently stopped or just stopped. For example, I have been writing many letters. This emphasizes the action of writing, in which the speaker is still engaged. I am out of breath. I've been running. The activity has just stopped. Now let's take a look at the past perfect. The past perfect is the combination of a past tense with the perfect aspect. It is used for actions or state that began and were completed before another action in the past took place. For example, she had already eaten when she arrived. So we use had plus past participle. She didn't come to the cinema with us. She had seen the movie the week before. So I'm talking about an action in the past and something that happened even before that time. Now, the past perfect continuous is the combination of the continuous and perfect aspects with the past tense. It's used for actions that took place before another past action. The main difference between this and the past perfect structure is that the past perfect continuous emphasizes the progress of the action instead of its completion. Just like the past continuous, the past perfect continuous also uses stative verbs rather than action verbs. And it is formed using had plus been and the present participle. For example, we had been waiting for 20 minutes when the bus finally came. Thank you for joining us with this lesson. You have successfully completed your past tenses. Congratulations. See you next time.